Hello fellow Toastmasters, this video is all about the timekeeper, how we can keep time and report it to members during our online meetings using Zoom. So let me start another one of those Billy No Mates meetings with just myself, and I will need to check that my audio works because I'm screen recording this as well and I don't want the two to conflict. So let's see, that's okay, and video will have to be that camera, that's okay. So let's start a video. There I am on the Zoom meeting. I hope you can see me. Right, so the question is, how does the timekeeper let the speaker know that there is time? Well, the obvious thing is they can just wave items of various colours in front of them, and this would seem a very simple way of doing it, and it is a very simple way of doing it, but it's also a little bit harder maybe to do that, to hold up things. But if you can find some coloured card, that is obviously the easiest way to do it. But of course, Toastmasters, we're always looking for excellence, and there is another interesting way of doing it if you go into the settings. And therefore I need to go to press this spanner cog icon, and it pulls up my settings for my Zoom. And there's a thing here called virtual background. Now you can see me sitting here at the moment. I have virtual background none. I have uploaded some coloured backgrounds. So I have a white colour background, so I look like that. I have then a green colour background, so I look like that. I'll take this out of the way so you can see how I look. I then have a red one, of course the yellow one should go first, and a red one. Now many clubs are saying that this is a neat and easy way to show to everybody, and that it has a good response. Also, it's physically not demanding. We haven't got to hold up pieces of card. We just click on the virtual background when the time goes. So it leaves our hands free to make sure that our mobile phone or whatever we're using to count the time, we still have both hands free to control it. Now this virtual background I have, you notice it's going a bit weird around my head sometimes. That's because it's a intelligent background where it's tried to take me out of the try to work out what I am in the foreground and make the background behind me invisible, but it doesn't always work perfectly, and it makes my ears go. And I have seen a few Toastmasters almost disappear into the background completely because their computer couldn't work out who they were compared to their background, and that is something which depends on software and reasons which we're really not going to go into, and it doesn't actually matter because all the timekeeper really wants is that background. So even if I'm trying to work out which way to go now, but even if I wasn't in the picture, that wouldn't matter because all I want is my coloured backgrounds to be seen on the system. So if I click on the green, I double click on the yellow, I double click on the white, and that gives me a chance to address the issue of the colours. The other issue is on the other side of the fence, and that is the speaker. Before the speaker starts, you need to ensure that the speaker can see the timekeeper's video. Now remember, if we have large meetings with 30, 40, 50 members, they might have to scroll through all the members because you can't display them all at once to find the timekeeper. I believed that if the timekeeper logs on as one of the early people, they get seen first. But, well, other members are reporting to me that they can't find the timekeeper. So, as I wasn't on their computer screens, I couldn't tell. So we will flag this up as a potential issue to start with at the moment. I did try another way of changing the background, and that is to change my profile. And I was changing my profile pic colour. But what we found was that that change wasn't passed across to all the members in real time. So don't try doing that. It doesn't work. Only your profile pic at the beginning seems to get sent to everywhere else. So my suggestion is to have a virtual background. You will need to draw some squares. Maybe I will put them in the downloads, my silly ones, in the downloads of this video on the YouTube channel. But anyhow, you need to get some colours from somewhere, and then you just click on this plus to add an image. You click on add an image, and then your My Pictures or whatever file, depending on your computer, is going to open, and then you just need to scroll around to find exactly which background you want. And of course, if you want to look like you're in a big expensive office, you can always choose a big expensive office background and then look important then. But of course, you can see the way my head is disappearing, so those that are on the ball are going to notice that I am faking it. But it's a bit of good fun, isn't it? A bit of good fun. And therefore, that is the end of this video. Don't want to make it any longer than I need to. Your time is precious, so is mine, and the timekeepers' actions is precious too. So that is how I suggest you get your message across to your members that they are out of time. Thank you again for all your support and messages. I'll keep doing these videos as I find a need for them.